Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I want to show you how to create a task program from scratch. It's just a small task program. And first, this is shown as how the task program would look like when you run on a Windows PC. So you click on New. First, you make sure you have the right controller, which is CM50 for us. So you can see, create a command line, essentially a blank line, start program, open curly bracket, close curly bracket. So I'm going to hit it here. I'm going to change the command line, double click on it. When it become, so we say highlighted like this, you can write it in. So this is my first program. Nothing real creative on that, unfortunately. And then here you have to hit return key. If not, it won't take it. Here we go. And then now we can navigate down to our first line of code. And I wanted to print screen a random number, essentially. So go to instruction, execute, load. And then the first one, double click, it goes in. And here you just have to, as you more practice on it, you remember what things are. The category 1, category 2, variable column. So you need to go, we want to print screen. So it's, I have to remember it's in controller device, etc. Choose print screen, click OK. So that's left side is done. And you notice is that whenever there's a question mark, that means you haven't finished specifying all the statement. Hit return. I want a random number, so I have to remember again, control device, should be a random number somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so basically this first statement means, go out to the area where it has random numbers varying. If you remember in one of the first video when we visited the manager tool, there's a line, there's an item with an address to be exact. But the random number keep on varying between 0 and 2335. That's the spot here. Okay. Next, we want to do a print screen with line. So we have an execute. It's another load. In the this one, we want a print line. So a print screen with line. Basically, the difference between print screen and print screen with line is print screen, and then the characters just stay wherever the random number stop. Print screen with line with print a random number, and then go to a new line. So we're going to do the same thing. We pull out another random number, and there it is. Okay. And then the next, we want to turn on the blue LED, which is another load statement. So probably in the book, I probably mentioned that most of the time, 90% or more, most of the time, what we have is the load statement. We use a lot of them, 90% of the time. So accessory device, no. Is that a built-in sensor? No. But no, remote controller, no. You just visit timer, no, etc. Auxiliary LED, blue. You need to turn it on. So to turn it on in a way, it means true. So we use true. Or you can just use that a number and you put a 1 in it. That works also. But probably true is make probably more sense to us human beings. Okay, so that's the end of the code. So we're going to print out a random number first, and then print out another random number on the same line, and go to a new line, and then supposedly you're going to turn on the auxiliary blue LED on the controller. I think it's on this side. We'll see. Okay. So first we can go check, see if we have any error. Good, we don't have any make error. This shows that we didn't use any variable, any parameter, which is true. We didn't use a special callback function, that's true too. And so far, all these line and comment use 34 bytes out of 4096. Okay, so the program obviously very small. So first, we compile it, and it seems to be good. So we better save it. So we can go back to Home, Save As, and you can see I create a small folder on the desktop called Practice here. So I go to Desktop, I go to Practice, and I'm just going to put in the name of the figure so that you can refer to it. So basically, this is Figure 3.1. So Figure 3.1 code here. So by default, you're going to have an extension TSKX. So let's save that. Okay, so you can see it pop up in the save here. Okay, let's go back to the Programming tab. Hello, everyone. In this tutorial, I would like to share how you create a task code from scratch on an Android tablet here. So assuming you install a task program, so let's get on to it. So first you need to check on this one here on the device. And I already have been set up so it's connected to my BT410. And it's last two digits is 5E, so it's correct. So just to check on that. If you don't, you need to do it again. There's a previous tutorial that shows how to do that. So we're ready here. So we go to the editor, and we're going to open up. We're going to create a brand new Scratch file. Task program. So here I need to scroll down so I can choose a CM50. Click OK. So similar to the PC before, I'll click on that. I can comment, so I can go to here, get rid of all that, type in my first program. Click OK. Fine. So we got our first instruction, which is going to be a load type statement. So we bring it in here. So we're going to do print screen. So control the device, etc. Print screen. Click OK. On this side, we're going to enter a random number, so control the device, etc. Random number. Here we go. So we need another instruction. We need another load type, so we'll bring that one in. This time we want a print with line. So print screen with line. And then we put in another random number. Controller, etc. Random number. Okay. And then the last statement, we're supposed to turn the LED, blue LED on. So it's another load statement. And control device, etc. Clear LED. I'm going to turn it on. So it's true. Click OK. And we have pretty much set. Right. So we want to save this first program. So click on Save. And then it happened to be in folder that says Robot Plus Play 7 System Example. So okay, you don't like that, you can go out. Let me see. Supposedly I have a task folder already. That's where I put all the previous example. Okay. So you click here, Save As. So I'm going to do it the same thing as on the PC. So Figure 3.1. Oops. .tskx. Click OK. And hopefully that saves it. All right.